Hey yo, this is Dash, and this is your opportunity to ask me anything you want to. Well, almost anything. If you guys don't know, if you weren't around for last year, during the month of December, when barbecue views are down, we gotta do something to help get those views back up. That being said, what I'm gonna do for the month of December is you guys get to ask me almost anything. So all you have to do is leave a comment down below, ask me your question, and I hopefully will get to respond to it in the form of a video. So don't be bashful. It really won't take more than about half the month to hopefully get enough questions for me to answer and do a video every single day. I really would like for you to ask me a question down in the comments below. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope to answer your question soon.
Alright, we are back at it, and I'm still dressed as Santa. Thanks so very much, Johnny. Yeah, I'm ready to take this off. We got a couple more days until Santa's done. So, today is should be December 24th, which means that it is not only Christmas Eve, but the 24th episode in the Ask 2020 series. And today's question is brought to us by a good friend of the channel. This is Mark, and he says, what would your family most like you to cook for them? Well, so I was fortunate enough when I got your question, I asked my wife because she was not too far away, and I asked her, I said, hey, I got this question, what would you most like? Her immediate response was the porchetta. The porchetta is something that I've done for her. I've done actually 2 porchettas for her. You guys have only seen one. The porchetta video will be coming out soon at some point, probably right after the new year, once I get back into the swing of things of editing and putting up cooking videos. I'm sorry, those of you guys who are not really fans of the Ask Dash series. I'm sorry. But her immediate response was the porchetta. That has been the best thing that I've cooked recently or as of late. And it, rightfully so, it was pretty darn delicious. Now, I also was able to ask Taste Tester number 1. Taste Tester number 1, he had a little bit higher and a loftier response. So I kind of took some notes as he was talking. And he said that he wants me to cook a whole hog or a lamb, like a whole animal. And I asked him, I'm like, what are we going to do with all of that? And he's like, we can cut it up and we can freeze it. We can do this and we can do that. And I tried to level set him and make him understand that there's 5 of us here. And if I cook a whole hog, even if it's a small whole, it's like a small hog, like a suckling pig, what are we going to do with all that daggone meat? Okay? And he kind of thought about it and so then he changed up his answer a little bit. He said he really liked the sticky short ribs, the sticky beef short ribs that I did recently. If I remember, I will post the video there. So that's another one. And I can actually say that was one of the favorite things that I did or that I cooked. I kind of stumbled on that one recently, and those beef ribs were phenomenal. The beef short ribs were great. And then one of the other things Taste Tester number 1 said was high on his list was lamb. He really likes when I smoke lamb. I do a boneless leg of lamb for the most part, and he said he really likes when I cook lamb. Now, if I had to ask Taste Tester number 2, he will probably I think he really likes ribs. I think he likes the ribs when I cook ribs. And there was another video, or excuse me, not a video, but there was a cook that he and I did where I let him choose the seasonings that we put on a rack of ribs that we cooked, and he and I had a good time cooking those ribs. And it was towards the end of the summer, like right before they went back to school, and that's just not something I filmed. That was more of a, he and I just cooked some ribs one day, and he got to choose what flavor went on the ribs. And actually, I won't say oddly enough, but he picked Uncle Steve's Gator Shake, and there was nothing wrong with the Gator Shake. It's just Gator Shake has a lot of citrus in it, And the citrus, like my wife said that the citrus goes better on seafood and or vegetables. It felt out of place on some ribs. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. But I mean, he enjoyed them. Taste testing number 1. Did you have any of those ribs?
The gator shake ones?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
And did you like them or not like them?
No, they were fine to me.
They were fine. I mean, but it was just different.
Yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't. I won't say it wasn't normal, but it wasn't what you were expecting. It's just when you bite into ribs, you're not necessarily expecting to get a bite of lemon. And if I had to guess, taste tester number 3, what do you think she would really enjoy?
I would say ribs or pulled pork.
No, I think she might be more fond of brisket, like lean brisket. She and taste tester number 2 go for the lean brisket. So maybe that's something that, you know, I could say she would be most likely. But I think she is also gotten fatigued as far as me cooking the same types of things more often than not. And, you know, I say, hey, do you want me to cook you this? Or hey, do you want me to do that for you? And she's like, no. So I don't know. And unfortunately, it's after her bedtime and I'm trying to answer this. But thank you, Mark, so very much for your continued support. Really, really cannot say thank you, sir, enough. You have been rocking with me for quite a while. And really wanted to just take a moment and say thank you. Guys, honestly, this Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas to all of you guys who celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. Thank you so very much, as always, for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.